Hi everyone. Welcome back to our channel. My name is Imani. She's Ashley, and we are the girls over at Taste of Reality, your one-stop shop for reality TV locations, pop culture review, or pop culture news, recaps, all the things. And I want to apologize at the top of the episode for my voice. I have been battling COVID this week, which also leads me to my next apology tour. We had every
This
intention.
is she's doubling as Tamara Judge right now on the apology tour.
100%. I am actually Tamara Judge. No, we had every intention of recapping the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City this week. Also, I'm steeping tea, not anything nefarious down here. So I where was I going? Train of thought. Oh, we had every intention of doing Salt Lake City recap, but when I woke up on Wednesday morning, I'm like, Ashley, I can't. I cannot recap. Lisa Barlow was not present. My body was like, no need.
She was the Lisa Barlow in the episode, and sometimes you just can't be on set. And that was Imani. And you know what? She's back, and we're glad she is. And we're gonna double up this week. We're gonna do a quick recap of the first episode and move right on in because we are SLC girls.
Yeah,
It's
we
my
are.
favorite franchise that's like live current day. Is it yours too? Am I speaking for myself or both of us?
You're not incorrect. You're not incorrect.
You can steep on that like you're steeping your
Let me
tea and
let me
follow up
marinate.
because, yeah, we're going to marinate on that one and you can
Yeah.
come back to me. We're both getting our coffees in because it's early. And that leads us
By the
actually to our,
way, Merry Christmas.
oh my gosh.
Ho ho
Okay.
ho.
And this is the difference between Imani and I. I went to Rocky Horror Picture Show for the first time this year on September 4th.
I thought you
So
were about to say for the
therefore,
first time. I'm like, Ashley, you've only seen that once.
oh, no, 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 no. First time this year in theaters. So I'm like, so starting September 4th, it's been Halloween in my house, but that's who I am. And she like goes like, but she's a pumpkin spice girl.
I
She wants
am.
all the pumpkin,
I
but
am.
also she wants Santa and elves.
Yeah, no, I'm very much so like jingle jangle, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, get out the NSYNC. That's how I feel. I love
The NSYNC Christmas album as a Backstreet girl, the NSYNC Christmas album is peak, top notch. Nobody will touch it except you don't know the history. New Kids on the Block, Funky Funky Christmas. I will fight anyone who differs.
Well, let's let 98 Degrees have a second because they have,
Great album.
okay, which by the way, which of those boy band people was Gretchen Rossi alleging for Tamara Judge? We don't know. We don't know. Also, Slade is disgusting.
Disgusting. Okay, we're going to talk about that later because I have so many feelings. I wish I had a cloud nose to put on for that conversation. Can we talk about they had two great ads this week for me. Meredith Marks's new board game, which we've ordered. We're hoping to have it before BravoCon. Rumors and Nastiness looks amazing. But the Dunkin' ad with
Oh my
Jen and
gosh.
Ben Affleck, did you die when you see it? When you saw it?
That is marketing amazing. Like,
The
sorry,
gasp I gasped.
yeah. And by the way, I'm getting my wits about me, so I might have a little bit of fog. See, brain
Right,
frog.
brain frog.
Yeah.
No, we love you for it. We love you sticking it out, girl.
Yeah. So, that marketing, when I saw that, I was like, well done. Well done.
I mean, honestly, I went out to Dunkin' that day and it reminded me, like, you know what? I have a Dunkin'. I can make it from my garage to Dunkin' and back in 7 minutes without pre-ordering my coffee. There's no reason not to.
So I could too if the people at my Dunkin' had that efficiency about them. No shade to them. No shade to them.
Right.
But they're just not.
Florida works on a different time frame. Like I feel like it's
Yeah.
just kind of where like time and space and energy kind of stands still.
Correct. And I just thought that that was so smart of them to get understanding that Ben Affleck is Duncan. He
Right. He's the
is,
face of Duncan.
he is our what is the terminology for people that live over there? Our New England king. Thank you, Imani.
You're welcome. I don't know why I
So,
said you're welcome to your
yeah,
brain.
thank you.
You're
I'm really
welcome.
even
We're
saying it.
Denise Richards now too.
Yeah, and so I'm like, how funny is that for them to capitalize on the running joke? I just love when people like lean into the joke, lean into the bit when it's not cringe. I'll say that.
Right.
When it's not cringe. But I thought they did it in such a way that was not cringy at all, and it was a nod to the people like if you know, you know, and I love a little Easter egg. Call me a Swiftie.
Right. No, it's true. And I'm sorry, I love it when people are in on the joke. And the fact that she called herself the value
Yeah.
Affleck.
Yeah.
Girl, you're amazing. We're rooting for you. We're all rooting for you. Oh my God, shout out to Project Runway
Oh
this
my
week.
God.
Shout out to me getting dragged again on TikTok for
Ashley
having
was
an opinion.
dragged, for sure.
I'm getting
I've been
dragged.
there, by the way.
I'm sorry I have an opinion that differs from yours, but I'm allowed to have my opinion, and that's
We're
my
we're
opinion.
allowed to have our own opinion, and we're gonna leave it there.
Exactly. So Jen Affleck, we saw on a Dunkin' ad the day that Dancing with the Stars premiered, and I live again for the
Marketing.
marketing. Okay, Dancing with the Stars. I thought, first of all, I hated missing a judge.
Oh
However,
yeah, that was
like
bad.
how badly do we need the woman on the panel?
We
Like those
needed like
boys
an
had no
adult in
idea
the
what to do.
room. We needed an adult in the room.
I mean, honestly, and it's an adult in the room. That's exactly it. Like, why are we always forced to babysit these men? Why could these two men not be
My question.
literally at one point I felt like Julianne Hough was gonna just throw her cards up in the air and be like, what the heck is going on
You should
here?
have. Honestly, that might have helped. Love
Yeah,
Julianne, but
you know,
like,
honestly, was it like one of the best first episodes you've ever
you
seen?
know what? It was a you know what? We shouldn't snark too hard because our first episode was very Julianne's first episode. And you know what? It's live TV, and our episodes are live. Something to be said about our, well, they're live. What I mean by that is like we're not editing these, and so they don't
Right,
edit Dancing with the Stars.
right,
So there's something to be said with like live TV. We're just going
right,
with it. The show must go on. But yeah, the first episode, I really enjoyed it. I thought it gave us everything a first episode should give us. And you know what? A star was born when Robert Irwin got on that dance floor. A star was born.
when he leapt from is that a Jeep? What is it, a Hummer? Some sort of recreational vehicle. He
A
jumped
Humvee.
from it. Yeah, he literally leapt into the sky like the Lion King. I mean, it was like art, and the man didn't stop moving. How is that like your first time actually dancing?
I want to protect him. He's my little brother now. Bindi,
No, I
I'm your
love him.
sister.
Right. My
I
mom's
just,
adopted him.
yeah, I feel like, you know how when you are like watching someone and they don't even realize that they just made it? That was me watching Robert Irwin. I'm like, oh my God, the Irwin family, you just unlocked another renaissance. Because obviously, Steve Irwin is Steve Irwin, and the Irwin family is royalty in and of itself.
Iconic.
You can just say
Yes.
the name Irwin and everybody knows who it is. Obviously, they have star power. But what I'm saying is that, like, to me, they lead a very quiet life, at least from my perspective, and I'm very much so online. But I'm just like, wow, they are the new it family,
Right.
100%.
No, I agree. And it's interesting to me. Obviously, he has no dance training and is just amazing, but Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. We talked about Jen. Let's talk about Whitney. First of all,
Mhm.
she was amazing. Her frame, the way she moves, I mean, stunning. She could pass for a pro.
She
Honestly,
could.
she could pass for a pro. People I've seen are very, very anti how much training she's had.
Yeah.
But then, like Hillary Baldwin,
Yeah.
Hillary was a professional dancer.
Yep.
And Elaine Hendricks, the goddess that she is, first of all, you can't teach that kind of charisma.
No, you cannot.
The way that the presence that that woman had, I had chills. That was
Elaine
Hollywood,
shocked me.
gorgeous, perfect. But like, why don't people have the same like anger towards those two with
Well,
professional dance experience that they do with Whitney?
I have two comments. The first
Please.
one being, there was another one that I lost. I had three, but I'll stick with my two. The first being someone on Threads. So this is not me. Credit to whoever said this. I wish I remembered who it was, but they were like, I bet $1 million after Dancing with the Stars, Elaine is going to be approached for Roxy on Broadway
Oh,
for
I can't wait. You're
Chicago.
right.
And I'm like 1,000,000% because she totally gave like Broadway star when I was watching her, like
Mhm.
so theatrical. And obviously she's an actress, but like not everybody had that same charisma about them.
Right. No, her
So
little nods to the camera, like she knew exactly where to look, where to gesture. Her timing was perfect. Her legs, I mean, she is just a gorgeous woman. And when
gorgeous.
they did the boom, I
Yeah,
mean, I did every millennial heart just
die.
fall from their heart into their butthole?
Yeah.
Because mine did.
Yeah, no, I absolutely loved that. So number one, I would not be shocked if we see more of Elaine, and I hope so. And I had no idea she was hit by a car, and that's why she stopped dancing. And I want to pin what I was about to say and say something else. I just turned 30. And
Uh-huh.
so I know in the grand scheme of everything, that is very young. But 30 is the oldest I have ever been. And so I have been in a sort of not spiral, but just recognizing that like I'm not a young 20-year-old girl anymore.
Mhm.
And that's like a little shocking. You notice changes in your body, and I'm very much so going through that. That said, the fact I feel like nowadays women are doing it later in life again too. For example, like Danielle Fishel, amazing. I'm so happy she's out there after she just battled breast cancer. She's like proving to herself like I can do this. Elaine, like all these people like in their 40s onward, I feel like for once America's applauding older women.
Mhm.
I've not noticed that in a very long time. It's always youth. But I feel like so many people like I'm following right now on social media, like they're older and they're doing it. Again, last week we talked about Hillary Duff coming out with new music, a Hillary Duff renaissance. She's closer to 40 now. I'm here for it. I'm
Yeah.
here for it.
Ashley Simpson back. She has a huge Vegas show right now. Like, I mean, I am here for all of it. Bring them back. There's nothing more than I love a pop star. So to see a pop star be a phoenix and rise from the ashes is literally something that gives me chills in
Yes.
life, and I can't handle it.
Yeah, like there's space for the Alex Earls who are cutesy, 20, blonde, obsessed, but also there's space for the Elaines and the Danielle Fishels, and they're both amazing. We both should champion them. And I'm so happy that women are women
Right.
at
And
whatever age.
pardon me for not remembering her name, you might, but the young lady from Fifth Harmony.
Oh, Lauren Haregi.
Thank you. The fact that she was like, I've seen what this show does to people's bodies and I want to get smashed. And I was like, girl, you and me both.
You know
And like,
what?
it made me
Yeah,
remember a time. Do you remember when like the show was full of like people that couldn't dance at all? And it was like people who were definitely not in their healthiest era
yeah,
of
yeah,
life. It's just a different show now. And I just saw today that the views were up even from last year. Like,
100%. And
and
I
and they
think,
try to be sneaky with how many views or how many votes they got. We got double the votes. You're allowed to vote 10 times per couple. So if there's 14 couples, that means you could technically vote 140 times each.
yes, math, come on.
I,
So,
yes.
okay, so we're going back to my other comment about Whitney. I had posted this on Threads. By the way, we're on Threads and Twitter. I'm sorry, X. I
Can
think
we
the
call
fact
it Twitter?
it's Twitter. I'm sorry. You cannot
Right.
keep that chap in here. Um,
Right.
I think the reason why Whitney gets so much flack is because people just don't like her. But
Hmm.
I posted this on Threads. I was like, you know what? Almost all of the stars, for the most part, have some sort of dance experience or dance background. Very few of them are starting at zero. Alex Earl
Hmm.
grew up dancing. Whitney grew up dancing. Elaine grew up dancing. Danielle Fishel has some understanding. There were some Lauren Jaregi's from Fifth Harmony. They have danced and choreographed things, but
Sure.
like a lot of the stars are not Hilaria. A lot of them are not starting at
Hillary.
Hillary. So like if I were to go on Dancing with Stars, I literally would be like, I have zero. I did dance lessons as a child, but come on. Um,
Right.
so like I think everyone's kind of maybe the one paired with Britt. I forget his name. Is it Damon?
Yeah, I don't know sports people,
I
but
don't
yeah,
know
I
sports
love his
people.
smile so much.
Yeah, very
Like, I just
charismatic.
think he is the sweet. I would like, "Ugh, he's so cute."
Yeah. And so like obviously he is a athlete, so he doesn't have it.
Right.
But I feel like the playing
But there's a
field
strength and a coordination to athleticism.
correct. Because historically athletes have done well, right?
Historically, athletes have done well, and a lot of times, I live in Vegas, and there are a lot. Well, now we have pro football players and all the sports, hockey, but we've had like this is the home of MMA, mixed martial arts,
Yeah.
and we live like right by one of the biggest UFC gyms
Hmm.
in the world. So we have MMA people all over in our neighborhood. They're always at yoga classes. Like I see like
Yeah.
professional like martial artists at yoga all the time because they need that balance. It's the training.
Right.
It's working those little muscles that you do in
Yeah.
dance. So
I
yeah, I
think
get it.
I think what it is that like to be any sort of celebrity or to be successful, I feel like in any way, like you have to have discipline and dancers exercise obviously a lot of discipline. And so I'm excited for this season. I'm excited to see like where people go. I think this is going to be a very successful season and I'm very excited about it.
So putting you on the spot again. Two people are leaving. If you want to circle back to this later because you have COVID
Yeah,
frog brain, if I may, because
frog
I love
brain,
you, frog
100%.
brain.
Yes.
Who do you think are going to be the two going home this week?
I'm gonna,
Obviously, we haven't seen both dances, so this is
yeah.
obviously
Well, I'm going to say, and I'm being a hypocrite because I just said a few minutes ago that I'm so thankful for like women being able to be successful no matter their age. However, I do think the two people going home are probably the two older gentlemen. What are their names? I can't even
Corey
freaking remember.
Feldman, who I love and has
Yeah.
popped up on my TV so many times this week. Like literally, The Lost Boys came on, Gremlins came
Hmm.
on, like obsessed with him.
Corey Feldman and Alan Richter?
And Andy Richter,
Andy
who
Richter.
I adore. And then
But
it breaks my heart because they're both so good, like in their own way. I would prefer Corey to go home than Andy. I
but do they
mean,
have
it
the
just,
fan base to vote for them?
no, not people my age aren't online.
Yeah.
We're
Fair.
not. We're not online.
Hmm. Sorry. Yeah,
It's just we're not. So no, I don't think people are going to vote for them, but and that's part of the competition. It's a popularity
it is a
contest.
popularity
It's not
contest.
about dance, but at the same time, I would rather see growth than people who come in like off the charts.
I agree. I agree. And so but I think there's going to be a lot of growth shown, and I
Right.
think it's going to be a good season, and I'm excited to follow the progress.
Right. Well, and
Who
I
did
think
you
we're
vote
going to,
for last week?
what's that?
Who did you vote for last
Well,
week?
I'm on the West Coast, so I don't get to
Oh,
see who performed because the
yeah.
way that it is, like
Yeah.
we don't see it until 8 o'clock. It doesn't come on. So voting's closed. So I just blind voted and I voted for hilariously Andy and Corey because I'm an old person. And that's my demo.
Yeah, so I voted for Danielle. I spread my vote. I voted 10 times only on my phone. I'm not downloading an app. I'm sorry. But I voted for Danielle, Dylan, Lauren because history. Um
Right. I mean,
and
imagine.
and Whitney. I think I voted 4. I love you, Jen, but 4 seemed fair.
Right. No, I get
And
that.
I
I
knew she
get
wasn't
that.
going anywhere, so I'll tap in later.
Right, right. So somebody I think we're going to see a lot of growth from is Dylan Efron, who I'm obsessed with. And that leads me to his brother. Imani posted this on Taste of Reality's Instagram, and like
Yeah.
I needed a warning to sit down and fan myself. And I'm not even like a person who knows Nina Dobrev's work. I just think like I know her as a tabloid like celebrity. Like she's just so beautiful. Like she literally looks like a doll. And she looks exactly like another actress, which is
Victoria
hilarious
Justice.
because she just made some sort of post about like, oh, look, it's my doppelganger. And I'm like, I literally thought you two were the same person. I just educated myself.
Wait, what video? Was it a TikTok?
Yeah,
Was
something.
another girl in it?
Or a pic, I don't remember exactly. Maybe
Okay,
it was a
because I
picture of
thought I saw
somebody.
Nina do a video, but it was her and herself.
Oh, okay. Well, that was why I was like, yeah, I don't, yeah, maybe that was it. Ha 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 ha. Joke's on me.
Okay,
Me
so
throwing out my clown nose early
but
today.
I might not have seen that because maybe she was with Victoria Justice, who was on Di or Nickelodeon, and so they do look very similar. Throwing Kendall Jenner in there, and I'm like, who is who is who?
Oh, that's so
Um,
funny. That's me with the Southern Charm guys. Like, unless they're
Screaming.
standing next to each other, I don't know which one is which.
Yeah,
Like, I
no, I'm like,
literally need them
that's
all in a
Austin.
row and
That's
then I can
check.
figure it
That's
out.
check.
No idea.
Nina Dobrev is stunning. Um,
Gorgeous.
gorgeous, and
Comes back.
the what? Oh my God. And so so she was engaged to Olympian, I almost said Sean Johnson, I'm screaming. Olympian Shaun White,
Right.
snowboarder. And they were engaged. She posted photos on Instagram. It was lovely. It was stunning. They're always like traveling with Paul Wesley. They're snowboarding also on Vampire Diaries. And so it was posted that they're split. And so we're like, what happened? Because literally what happened? And so I'm theorizing, allegedly holding up a sign that
Allegedly.
Sean must have cheated That's always my default when like a super hot
Because men.
because men, honestly, I don't even have to explain it further. That's just my first thought. And she posted some subtle things that that I'm picking up on. But anyway, she was seen out on a boat with Chase Crawford, Zac Efron, Miles, and Kelly Teller, and I'm obsessed with it. And I think they should date.
Okay, that is the dream B rotation, first of all. Like, that would be so much fun. And the fact that, and I don't remember this so much because these are people a little bit younger than me, but I did, and I love a tabloid romance. And I did see that they actually had something, Zach and Nina, a
Did
while
they?
ago.
Okay.
Maybe they didn't date, but there was some sort of like exchange
Okay.
glances, feelings here
Sure.
and there. But the fact, and it reminds me of that song Cardigan by Taylor Swift, where
Mm,
it's like you put me on and after being under your bed for so many
yeah.
years, you put the cardigan back on and realized it was your favorite.
And I'm
I love
also
when people come back to each other.
I love that, and I also love when it makes sense, right? Because like Dylan and
Yes.
yes, Dylan and Zach are both very outdoorsy people. So is Nina Dobrev. So I'm like the fact that they're like outdoorsy, I think works really well because like I'm indoorsy. So like I when an outdoorsy person get together, love it, go hike, go off and camp. I'm obsessed with that for you guys. And they were both child stars, so to speak. Nina was on Vampire Diaries and Degrassi. Zach, obviously, Troy Bolton. So, like, they understand each other, right?
Right.
They understand each other.
No, I
Um,
get it. No, I love it. Like they make so much sense and
and
they're like just so
they're both
beautiful.
equally attractive. I'm here for it.
We
Do it.
ship.
We ship it. Nina
We're
and Zach,
shipping.
if you're watching, you have our approval. And I'll at the wedding, I will do steak and white wine. What do you want?
Oh, definitely fish and maybe a
Okay.
nice there.
Okay, perfect. So obsessed. You have our
Okay, love this journey for us.
me too.
And we need to get on more invitations. Like, why am I going to that Hollywood horror thing today that just opened up in Vegas? Like, I'm going today, and Shannon Bedore and Jen Padranti were there either yesterday or the day before.
And can we talk about how when you went to the Wizard of Oz for the second time, it was the day or the show after Sheena and her
Yeah,
family
we
went?
literally just passed.
That's so wild.
See, that's the thing about living in Vegas. You never know who you're going to run into. Last week, it was a week ago, and I hate name dropping. I think it's so tacky, but I literally just ran into Perez Hilton out. Like, you're just in Vegas and it's like, oh, hey, Perez, thank you for giving this space a job because I hate working like 9 to 5s and I'm not a corporate girly. I am a
Honestly, thank you.
creative,
I appreciate, even if you're not like a Perez fan or whatever,
and I
like
get that.
he paved
I
the
get
way for
that.
this job. And like this, Ashley and I, like, we're so blessed to say that this is now our full-time job. And we're not rolling in it by any means necessary, but people like Perez allowed us to make this be our jobs. And it's so fun and rewarding.
Right.
And it's the best. I love
Right.
it
Well,
here.
you've been sick, so I mean,
Mhm.
you know that like when you have a health issue, you can't get up and go, and you have the brain fog. Like I really try not to complain about my health, but like with multiple sclerosis, I can't
Yeah.
get up and go do a job, and I can't meet
Yeah.
deadlines and all the
Yeah.
things that you're supposed to do. I just need to do on my own time, and because of Perez Hilton and his influence, like him or not, his influence is why bloggers exist. Period. Period.
Exactly. Exactly. I
Period.
agree.
Okay. So, speaking of bloggers, since bloggers is the overarching term, and basically every housewife is a blogger now because they all have
Agreed.
podcasts.
And get into that.
Okay, let's clock that, please. Teresa, I love this, said she is not a desperate housewife. And first of all, is a desperate housewives girly. I love the word
First of
desperate.
all, I love it. I love that show. So you'd be so honored.
It's perfect. Can you hear my dog snoring in the background?
I cannot, but also like I can't hear anything.
Okay,
Yeah.
he's snoring. He is so bored with this conversation. May I just say, I hope nobody at home, I hope this conversation isn't putting you to sleep like it is my dog. He's bored. So, Teresa is not desperate, and she wants you to know that. Based on the fact that she had to go out of her way to tell you she's not desperate, does that make you feel she's desperate?
I mean, she doth protest too much.
Okay.
I mean,
Right.
I mean, I if you I mean, what's understood doesn't have to be explained.
Gosh, Imani. Sometimes you see that's the thing with words. Sometimes so much more is said without them.
Yeah, I think people who like have to go out of their way to be like, well, okay, so I was gonna say like, for example, people make fun of Kristen Doty because she's always like, I'm an empath, I'm an empath. I also do that. If my friends listening to this are gonna be like, Imani, you do that. No, I'm totally like, I'm an empath. No, that's different because I relate to it. But for the most part, like if somebody says something over and over, it's like, are you convincing yourself first or are you convincing
Okay, the
us? Which
biggest red
one?
flag to me are girls who are like, I'm a girl's girl.
For sure.
I'm a girl's girl. I'm like, no, you're performative.
100%. You're
No,
actually a
you're
pick me.
performative.
Yeah.
No, you're pick me. You're exactly right.
If you are only a guy's girl, that's a red flag.
Red flag.
If
The
you're
red
listening to
flag for
this and you're like, I get along better with guys, you're the problem. 100%. Because why don't you
right.
get along with women? That's weird.
Right. Right. Like, I'm very proud to say I've always had a girl group. Like, I have always rolled with the girls. Like, I've always had close
I'm such
girlfriends.
a girlfriend person. Like, I don't
Right.
relate to people that are like, oh my God, no, I only hang with guys. Girls don't like me. Girls don't get me. Okay, you are the problem, my friend. And I need you to
Right.
sit with that. I need you to sit
Right.
with it and figure
Mm-hmm.
out why you can't keep a friend.
Well, and let's speak on girl crimes. While we're on the topic of Teresa and Melissa, I have to say, Juicy Joe did an interview, and it's so funny to me how somebody like, and it's specifically, I'm specifically speaking about the Giudice family. Last week it was Teresa who made a statement and literally talked herself back around it. And it's like, girl, you just literally took away your own point. And Juicy Joe did an interview with OK Magazine. Like, I wonder how much are they paying him for interviews? Anyway, he said that it's time for them, or I'm sorry, Teresa and the Gorgas, to put their BS, his term, aside. He's correct. For the kids, if nothing else, they don't have a relationship because of him. I get all of that. Then after he said that, he's like, "Oh, we need to start a new feud. So I think Teresa needs to start making cannoli cookies and put them
Oh
at war together."
God.
And I'm like, "Okay, why am I seated again? Like, why all of a sudden am I invested in those two, which I haven't been invested in those two in years. And now all of a sudden from Juicy Joe, I'm seated. Like, what's happening?"
I don't know, Ashley. I'm so like exhausted from the New Jersey franchise. Like it's just like I'm just tired. I'm exhausted. My like everything in my body is exhausted. Just even like
What is it? My panty liner is exhausted.
I was gonna say that, but I'm like, I don't know if that will land in this group. I don't know if everyone's watched Dallas. So I'm
If
like,
you've not watched Dallas, that is not me bringing up my lady parts for fun. It's a reference.
it's a reference. We love a reference here. But yeah, no, I'm just like,
I'm over it.
wake me up when Bravo drops a trailer for Jersey, and then I'll care.
Well, and speaking of, I'm done with Jersey, but with that said, I'm very excited about Wife Swap and Melissa being on Wife Swap. I think Emily's casting is
I really
interesting.
like Melissa Gorga.
I know you do. I don't dislike her. I just don't really, I'm not invested.
I'm not invested, and I think Melissa knows what she's doing with Teresa. I think they all do. I think they antagonize her, and I think they know she's not well spoken, so that they can eloquently throw shade at her, and she won't match their energy. She'll go below the belt, and they know that. And I think
Right.
Melissa knows that. That said, Melissa's very kind. Um, I met her at a Justin Timberlake concert. She's very sweet. So but two things can be true, right? Like I'm not in their family dynamic. I don't know
Right.
anything. But
How fun is it to meet somebody at a concert like that? Like an
that was
organic meeting is so much better to me than like a paid meet and greet, obviously, because it's free, but like everybody's in line. It's a turn and burn. Seeing somebody out in public like that is the greatest
I
thing.
never get to see people like out of context. Like anytime I ever meet a celebrity, it's always because like I'm either going to a concert, I'm like going to an event and they like happen to like be in the lobby or something. I don't know. Like I've never met someone just like on the street. So I'll never forget like when I was at the MSG show, I was in New York and I had never gone to a concert at MSG that was on my bucket list. And it was for JT. We were on the floor and I happened to just like turn around and here comes Rachel Fuda, John Fuda, Melissa Gorga, Joe Gorga. And I'm just like, oh my God, this is crazy as a Bravo obsessed girl.
Yeah.
And this is so out of character for me. I immediately got up out of my chair. They were sitting right next to me and I said, I need a photo. Granted, I had liquid courage, but I'm like, I need a photo.
Fair.
They were very, very sweet, very sweet. Yeah, so I just went down to my Melissa Gorga story.
Love that. And I love that you saw them
Yeah,
organically obsessed. And while you were maybe a little wasted, you weren't naked wasted.
sure
Can we
wasn't.
just can we just touch real quick on Gretchen's that's not a word. Admittance? That's
Admission?
not a word. Admission, thank you. Thank you. Okay, frog brain, you are doing the heavy lifting today, my friend.
No, I'm not.
We've got
No.
each other.
Yeah.
We see each other.
So we see each other. Yeah, I'm so disgusted by Slade Smiley. Always have been, by the way. This isn't a new revelation for me. I just think it's so disgusting that he has such a hard on for Tamra Judge. It needs to be studied.
It's weird.
It's weird. Why
It's
are you,
so
if
weird.
I was Gretchen, I would be like, Slade, just out of curiosity, why are you always talking about Tamra? Because to me, I'd be like, do you like Tamra?
Right.
Do you have feelings for Tamra Judge? Let's start there. Because why do you talk about her more than I do?
And now we said it.
And now we said it.
Whoo! Yeah, I feel it again, clown nose for me. I'm like, oh, we need to give Gretchen grace. She went through something traumatic. And here I am. This is one thing about me. I give people a lot of grace, and I really love when people prove the masses wrong. And I really, Gretchen going from being a victim to then trying to create some sort of revenge corn
Yeah.
uh situation in the context of an audio recording.
Yeah.
Disgusting, gross, shame on you.
And I don't
How dare you?
buy, agreed. And I don't buy that, like, I don't want to get in trouble. Slade brought it up, not me. No way. You knew for a
No.
fact Slade was going to bring that up and you wanted your hands to be clean.
Oh,
You,
that's exactly. It was all
yeah.
orchestrated.
And how, I don't know how Gretchen did not think that once that was brought up, that Emily wouldn't go run and tell Tamra and Heather wouldn't go run and tell Tamra. What?
How do these people,
Obviously.
these setups are so obvious. They must really think we're stupid, i.e., the paparazzi setup just happened
Oh
to
my
be,
God.
oh, we can vouch that you've never called the pop. Like,
Uh,
seriously, stop insulting our intelligence. We like to talk about dumb shit, but we are smart people. We are smart, intelligent people with critical thinking skills, and don't treat us like we're stupid.
well,
Thank
even,
you.
even, um, Emily and Gretchen knew in the moment. They were like, okay, this is obviously an actor that you hired. Like, what are the odds the second we walk into this restaurant, this paparazzi is going to be like, Heather Dubrow? I can tell you, I can vouch that you didn't call the paparazzi. Heather is a wordsmith. She's very smart with the way that she words
Mhm.
things. I don't doubt that Heather herself did not call. I don't doubt that
Of
Terry did not call. Someone in her camp called, and that's
of
okay.
course.
Kim Kardashian calls the paparazzi. Everyone calls the paparazzi on themselves. It's the best kept secret, or worst kept secret, I should say. It's fine, Heather. Own
Right.
it.
Own it.
Own
Yeah.
it. And I
And
love
stop
Heather
insulting us.
Dubrow.
Right. But
And
stop insulting us. Okay. So we're running out of time. I don't want to, let's table the Jen Shaw conversation until we talk about Salt Lake.
perfect.
But we did publish on Sunday a story, published it on Instagram, the Carole Radziwill,
Yeah.
Ghislaine Maxwell. She described her connection, quote unquote, to Ghislaine. She said it was very casual. They met at a party. She had a camera. They took pictures, and that was it. Is that enough for you? What do you feel about the
So
Substack?
I honestly do not know what Substack is. I
So
will
it's
go ahead.
I subscribed for her. First of
Oh,
all, a
okay.
bunch of people I follow, a bunch of like YouTubers are on
Okay.
Substack, and it's something, it's like behind a paywall, but
Okay.
it's for writers.
Got
So it's
it.
like Patreon is for listeners.
Got
This
it.
is for writers, and she does
Oh,
have free
I love that.
content. Yeah, she does
Luxurious
have like,
ad.
right, she has a little bit of free content, but that story, the Ghislaine Maxwell, is behind a paywall, and the consensus is that it's gross to keep it behind a paywall.
I did see that. I don't know why that's her strategy. Maybe because it's such sensitive subject matter. She wants to put it behind it. I don't know. I'm going to be honest, like this conversation and topic in general is daunting, and I don't know all the ins and outs of like her connections and all those things. But I will say, I think she had to address it in this way because I saw theories that people think because Carole let it slip that she's going to appear at BravoCon. So people theorize that Bravo's going to make an announcement that can't or that Carole's going back to RHONJ, and that does make sense. So people are like, if you are going to get ingrained back into Bravo society, you have to address this elephant in the room. And so I was looking at Carole's tweets, and she was like, I was locked out of my Twitter. I'm on Twitter now. I don't know how do you pronounce it, Ghislaine?
Ghislaine.
Ghislaine. Okay, whatever. I don't know her. We
Yeah,
ran in.
child rapist.
Yeah, I don't know her. Lived in New York City. We ran in, I don't know if you could say similar circles. That's where it ends. So to me, her response satiates me, but I might not be the people that are wanting her to like pay the piper, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
It's
I've
sufficient for me.
I've seen a lot of really crappy people at parties and have taken pictures with them, not knowing that they're really crappy people pre-internet. Like you didn't know all the things you know about people,
Exactly.
but that's going into places blind. She is actually in the circles. So that's the
Exactly.
thing where it gets really, really muddy. Because, like, I don't
Exactly.
believe that you're in a picture with somebody. That means you're conspiring with them. That's dumb,
Right.
really
Right.
dumb.
Right.
However, if you're in the same social circles, there has to be some sort of understanding, especially when the rumors are that loud. And they've
Rumors.
always been that loud.
Yeah.
Not
So,
rumors, they're convicted. Like,
right.
they're both,
But I'm saying if you're
right,
at a, like, there has to be like, you hear rumors about people that you know
within the
peripherally.
friend
You do know
group
what I mean?
before,
Yeah.
well, yeah, before it was ever on the news, they had to have heard it in the friend group.
Yeah. I mean, even, yeah. So I don't know. I really enjoy Carole. Again, I don't
We're
know.
writer girls. We're bloggers. Of
Writer
course we
Girls.
love
And
writer
I
girls.
want to pick up Carole's book. It's not new, but I had just never read it. And
I've
so,
never read it
no,
either.
actually, we should read it because
We
I
should.
posted it to stories. I was like, I want to read this. And people were like swiping up on it. They were like, you girls need to read it. Like it's really like it's just written beautifully. And
I can't wait.
I love words. I'm a words girl. Ash is a words girl. Like we both communications
We're
people.
both
Yeah,
readers.
we're both readers. So if you guys would be open or wanting some sort of like us to like, I don't know, like a little virtual book club or something at some point, I think that'd be
I'm
kind of
reading
cute.
a great book about reality TV now called Cue the Sun. It's the history of reality TV, and I'm gagged every single page. I'm like, oh crap, oh
Yeah.
crap. Like going back to World War II era, I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, these are the things we love.
Yeah. So let us know if you want
We're
that.
nerds.
If you don't know where you can find us outside of YouTube, you can find us on our website, which is tasteofreality.com. We write about all the pop culture news. You can find us on Instagram, Taste of Reality is our underscore, on Threads, on TikTok, on in all the social media accounts we're there for the most part. Anything else, Ashley? Am I forgetting
I
anything?
think we're
I think
good.
we're
We'll
good.
be back this week on Wednesday morning for Salt Lake City, so stay tuned.
Stay tuned. We'll like I said, recapping the premiere and then episode 2. Again, apologies for that miss up. I was sick.
She was sick. It is what it is. We'll have a plan in place in the future, but like we're brand new and we're figuring it out. So thank you for your
Yeah.
patience.
Anyways, thanks you guys for listening, and we will see you in a couple days.